Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. We are done with every level in Spyro 2. All that's left to do is the final boss.
Hey, Shorty! Maybe I can help.
What? You again?
Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate!
Don't know what that little stuttering thing was about, but okay.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
So Ripto is standing there laughing. Might as well go ahead and explain. We're picking up orbs, they have like power-ups to them. And once we select 3, we can pretty much hit Ripto. There are red ones, blue ones, and green ones. I know the red ones give you fireballs, if the third one you pick up is red. And wow, I'm getting creamed here. And he's not picking these up yet. Come on, stupid sheep. There we go. Can't even explain stuff because I'm too busy getting hit here. So basically, the red ones give you fireballs if the third one is red. If the third one is green, you get the ability to shoot like little mortar rounds at them. And if the third one is blue, you get to do a supercharge attack, which is pretty cool. Not surprisingly, Ripto can use these orbs himself. And if he picks up 3, he'll be able to attack you with attacks of his own. I know the green one gives him that little 360 shot that I saw him do earlier. I know the red one allows him to shoot even more fireballs across the room. I think we're about to see what it does now. And I know oh, that's right, it shoots the lightning waves. He gets to shoot 3 of those. And if he gets the blue power up, he will shoot at you with lightning. And I am getting hit like nothing at this rate. Because again, I've never done any practice runs of this. And apparently I'm kind of relearning how to dodge his fireballs. He will shoot fireballs at you. When he doesn't have a power-up with him during the first phase. And you have to avoid those while trying to get the orbs as quickly as possible, and then you just gotta get up to him and hit him. And now for the second phase, he has a Mecha Gulp. The Mecha Gulp has its own attacks. And I'm trying to get a sheep here. Do you mind? I am trying to get health. Do you mind? Apparently he minds. But yeah, Get away from the sheep! What are you doing? So anyway, the green one gave Mecha Gulp some lasers that it can shoot out of its eyes. I'm pretty sure the red power-up will give Mecha Gulp the red ones will give the Mecha Gulp the fireballs, and I believe the green ones will allow it to. No, I already said what the green one did. The green one does the eye lasers, the red one does the fireballs, and the blue one lets Spyro, not Spyro, but Ripto shoot lightning. I cannot even talk as I'm doing this. Yeah, he got the blue one there. And oh boy, I like that blue attack, believe it or not. If you can actually believe it. Can I get to this thing in time? Probably. I actually do like the red and green attacks. Actually, all these attacks on the second form, really. Because you can just get up close and do several hits worth of damage, and I don't even know why or how I ran into that. And I can't seem to grab that orb. I can grab that one, though. I'm gonna go for that sheep, too. And that sheep. Thankfully, the eye lasers are really, really easy to jump over. And once you beat Mecha Gulp, we're not done yet. The orbs turn gold. And Ripto uses one to create his own bird. And we use one for a Super Fly, Super Flame combination power-up. Similar to what we saw in Metropolis. All the while, Ripto destroys the arena floor, and it gets turned into lava. And you gotta be careful as you do this, as you shoot at him. Because he can hit you with some fireballs with his scepter. But if you know what you're doing, you can easily fly away from them. And it's also easy to shoot at them if you just kind of keep them in your sights and just keep them on screen. Like, it's super easy to do that. And sometimes he will fly over the walls or behind the walls of the arena. Trying to make a quick getaway and try to get away from you, but well, even his evasive maneuvers did not work. He lost his bird. He's fallen into the lava. Ripto is done. We have saved Avalar. Now it's time to see the ending for Spyro 2: Ripto's Rage.
Thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter? Spyro, Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab them? Let me just type in the new coordinates, and there! Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores. Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We've got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
And that is it for Spyro 2. Almost. We still have some post-game content. Once these credits are done, or if I skip them by pressing start, which I'm not going to, you will actually be able to go to Dragon Shores. From there, you can play a few mini games, get a few coins, unlock the little movie select for getting all the coins. And there's also a certain thing that I want for post-game. And in order to get it, you have to get all gems and all orbs. You have to get all 10,000 gems, which means that the gems that we got from Moneybags, back from Moneybags, we have them now. That's that 4,100 we had to give them to pay for stuff. So we now have the full 10,000 because we found everything. And all 64 orbs. Once we have both of those conditions met, we'll be able to get a certain power-up that we can definitely use for the post-game. And it's going to be very, very useful for post-game because it'll allow me to get the skill points that I have left. Speaking of skill points, I forgot to mention it during the level, but then again, I was kind of flustered during the whole battle anyway. If you beat Ripto without getting hit, you get a skill point and an extra life out of that. But there was just no way I was going to be able to get the skill point at that point, because doing it legit is pretty hard. Thankfully, you can get it with the power up and just cheese it, and you can be able to get it. So there is that. So once again, we have the music, the credits music from Spyro 1, which actually showed up in the demo of the first game. I know it was one of the levels in the demo, but I can't remember which one. I can't remember the name of it to save my life because I've never really played through Spyro 1. This is the only one I've really played through the kid. But when the retail version of Spyro 1 got released, this song was replaced with something else in that level and ended up being moved to credits. And it ends up being used here in Spyro 2 as well as the credits music, and I'm pretty sure that also happens in Spyro 3. So as we're going through these credits, we're basically looking at every level that we've been to, all the regular levels, no speedways or anything. Just everything that we got to run around in, collect gems, get talismans, just to see where we've been. And you may notice some interesting names like Stuart Copeland from The Police. He did all the music for the first 3 games, and I believe the 4th one as well. There's also Jack Tretton. There's Tom Kenny, who voiced not only the Spyro the Dragon, but also the Electrolls. Thanks, Bullet. Thanks, Bullet, for reminding me of that. And we're also seeing the Winter Tundra levels as well that we didn't have to do, but, well, we're getting them anyway. And I believe this may be the last one we're looking at. Yeah, that is the last one we're looking at, but here we are. Dragon Shores. This is where our post-game content comes from. Well, most of it anyway. And there's a portal there to take you to Winter Tundra. Not sure what that is. Probably parking. But it's a Nork.
Well done, Spyro. Step right on into Dragon Shores Park.
I think you have to have a certain amount of gems and
By the
orbs.
way, if you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
Ah, the tokens, that's what I was talking about. And yeah, the theater lets you look at all the cutscenes in the game. That's a little movie select I was talking about. But Gatekeeper Niles, the first of many reformed Norks, I'm guessing, who are all the showmen for this area. You know what? I'm gonna do this easy one first. It's the Love Boat. I think you can only get one from here, though.
Free. You pay no money down and make no monthly payments. In return, I'll give you 1 token. 1 is all I can give, but you can ride as many times as you'd like.
And that's pretty interesting because you never know who you'll show up with when you get out of the ride.
Hop aboard, my friend.
Anyway, I think you have to have like a certain amount of orbs and gems to get into Dragon Shores. I'm not quite sure. That's probably why Gateman Niles says well done. But if you collected everything, that shouldn't really be much of a problem. And we showed up with the Fawn. Okay, I'm okay with that.
As promised, here's your 1 token. When you have 10, try visiting the Dragon Shores Theater.
And of course, if you want to take the Love Boat again and see who you show up with this next time, maybe it could be the Yeti, maybe it could be an Earthshaper, maybe you could just end up on the boat alone. You can always talk to that guy again.
Hiya, Spyro. I hear you're a pretty good shot. How'd you like to try my shooting gallery?
Sure, why not? No. Yes.
Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
I love how these names all start with N, but because they're Norse, they start with a G. But anyway, we got some pretty easy target practice. And I am probably aiming too low to the ground. There we go. Thankfully, you should have more than enough time to get this one.
Nice shooting. Here's a token.
And my chair is creaky. Who knew?
Ready for the next round?
Sure, let's go ahead and start.
Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
So basically, you're shooting everything with the Super Flame power-up. And if you run out of power-up, you run out of time. And that's the last one. If only he would pop back up. There we go.
Nice shooting. Here's a token.
Just keep shooting as you aim, so that way you make sure you hit everything.
Ready for the next round?
And there's a third round.
Okay, I'll set the timer
I think this is the last token for the shooting range. And these little guys will move around a little bit as they dart in and out. Apparently, you don't really necessarily need to keep on shooting. If you can get to these guys as soon as they pop up, these guys are easy.
Right. Here is my last token.
And here we are with a token there. I believe that takes you straight to the thing here. Might as well go ahead and go for one more easy one.
Step right up, Spyro, and take a look at what we've got for you today. Inside this here booth, you'll find some of the most vicious creatures you've ever seen.
And I actually kind of like this. It's basically a little dunk tank with some of the enemies from the game.
Here's a baseball to spit, sport. Take aim, shoot at the target, and watch as the terrifying creatures fall into the water below. But don't worry, you won't hurt them.
I mean, you won't hurt them like you did with your charge and your flame. Anyway, there's the Yeti from Colossus. He goes down.
That was pretty funny, wasn't it? Take this token for being such a good shot.
I think you can get multiple tokens from this. I'll go ahead and show off the other enemies anyway. There's an Earthshaper from Fracture Hills. Thankfully, doing this is pretty easy.
This is pretty easy, isn't it? Have have another one of these tokens.
Yep, you get 3 tokens out of this. And is that the chef from Sunny Beach? It is. Yeah, you actually deserve this. You deserve more than that for trying to cook turtles, buddy.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token.
I don't know if there are any other guys that we can... Okay, it's just the Yeti, the Earthshaper, and the chef from Sunny Beach. Now we have 3 more, and they're up these stairs. This is probably the hardest minigame in all of Dragon Shores. And it is the roller coaster, where you shoot at balloons and try not to hit anything. You can get 3 tokens out of this, but this one will definitely take some time, and I will take the time to get them in the next video. So join me next time, where I get the last 3 tokens, hopefully, unlock the theater, show off that power-up that I teased, and ultimately go for post-game stuff. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!